A little girl being held in a van locked eyes with a biker at a red light. Her small hand pressed against the window, palm up, thumb tucked in, fingers folding down over it. The biker's blood turned to ice. He knew that signal. He knew exactly what it meant. It happens on a Tuesday morning in Bend, Oregon. Ghost and his crew from the Iron Cross MC are riding back from a charity run when they pull up to a red light on Highway 97. 8 bikes rumble in formation, chrome gleaming, leather creaking. Just another ride. Nothing special. That's when Ghost sees the van. White cargo van. 2 rows back. Dirty windows. No company logos. The kind of vehicle that blends into traffic so well you'd never remember seeing it. Ghost wouldn't have given it a second look. But the girl in the back window changes everything. She's maybe 7 years old. Thin face, hollow eyes, pressed against the glass like she's trying to push through it. And then she sees Ghost. Her eyes lock onto his, wide, desperate, terrified. Her hand comes up slowly, palm facing out, thumb tucked against her palm, then her fingers fold down, trapping the thumb, holding it prisoner. The trafficking signal. Ghost's heart stops. He's seen this signal in training videos, awareness campaigns, anti-trafficking seminars the club attended after they started working with victim advocacy groups. He never thought he'd see it in real life. Never thought he'd be the one a victim would signal to. But here it is, right in front of him. The light turns green. The van starts moving. Ghost keys his radio. Brothers, white van, 2 cars ahead, left lane. We got a situation? What kind of situation? That's Hammer, his sergeant-at-arms. 300 pounds of muscle and loyalty. Trafficking signal. Kid in the back window. She just gave me the sign. The radio goes silent for 3 seconds. Then Hammer's voice comes back, cold and hard. We following? Yeah, we're following. Ghost drops back, letting 1 car slip between him and the van. Casual. Natural. Nothing that would alert the driver. The other 7 bikes spread out, covering different lanes, different distances, professional, coordinated. They've done this kind of surveillance before. Missing teenagers, runaway kids, domestic violence victims trying to escape. The Iron Cross MC doesn't just ride for fun. They ride with purpose. The van turns onto Route 20. Ghost follows. His mind is racing. The girl had bruises on her face. He saw them even through the dirty glass. Dark circles under her eyes. Hair matted and tangled. She'd been in that van for days, maybe longer. Ghost! That's Cruz on the radio. Riding point. Van's heading towards Sisters. Looks like they're leaving town. Stay on them. Don't get close. Ghost pulls out his phone, dials 911, keeps his voice steady. This is Daniel Morrison, Iron Cross Motorcycle Club. We're following a white cargo van on Route 20 heading east. We have reason to believe there's a child trafficking situation in progress. The dispatcher's voice is sharp. Professional. Sir, what makes you believe that? The child in the back window gave me the trafficking hand signal. Palm up, thumb tucked, fingers closed over it. She's maybe 7 years old. Visible bruises. The van's a commercial cargo van. White, no markings, Oregon plates. He rattles off the license number Hammer just radioed to him. Units are en route. Sir, I need you to maintain a safe distance. Do not engage. Understood. But Ghost knows engagement isn't a choice anymore. That little girl looked at him, trusted him to understand, trusted him to act. He's not letting her down. The van takes them deeper into the high desert. Past Sisters, past the normal turnoffs, they're heading toward nowhere. Empty stretches of highway where you can drive for 30 miles without seeing another car. That's bad. That's really bad. Ghost, Diesel's voice. They know we're following. Driver keeps checking mirrors. Everyone fall back. Give them space. The bikes spread out even more, but Ghost can see it now. The van's speeding up, testing them, checking if the bikes will match pace. His phone rings. Mr. Morrison, this is Sergeant Caldwell, Oregon State Police. Units are approximately 10 minutes out. Can you confirm current location? Mile marker 133. They're accelerating. I think they made us. Do not engage. Fall back if necessary. There's a child in danger, Sergeant. I understand that, but if you spook them, they could hurt her. Fall back. Ghost wants to argue, wants to say what he's really thinking. That 10 minutes is forever when a child's life is on the line. That falling back means letting them get away. That every mile they drive is another mile closer to wherever they're taking her. But he knows the sergeant is right. Sort of. Roger that. Falling back. He keys the radio. Brothers, everyone pull back. Give them air. We're just keeping visual until the cops arrive. Copy that. Multiple voices confirm. They drop back, still following, but at a distance. The van seems to relax, slows down a little, stays in its lane. Then it happens. The van suddenly swerves right, onto a dirt road, no warning, no signal, just cuts across the shoulder and disappears into a cloud of dust. They're running, Cruz shouts. Ghost doesn't hesitate. Everyone with me, now! 8 bikes roar off the highway. The dirt road is rough, barely maintained, more like a logging trail than an actual road. Trees press in on both sides. The van kicks up so much dust Ghost can barely see. He keys his phone. Sergeant, they just turned onto a dirt road at mile marker 134, eastern side. They're running. Do not pursue. I repeat, do not... Ghost hangs up. He'll deal with the cops later. Right now he's got a little girl to save. The road winds through pine forest. The van's going too fast for the conditions. Fishtailing, sliding. Whoever's driving is panicking. Good. Panic makes people sloppy. Then the van slams on its brakes, skids sideways, stops in a cloud of dust and smoke. Ghost and his crew pull up 20 yards back. Engines rumbling, waiting. The driver's door opens. A man steps out. 40s, balding, plain face. The kind of guy you'd never notice. He's holding something. Ghost squints through the dust. A gun. Stay back, the man shouts. His hand is shaking. The gun wobbles. Stay back or I'll shoot. Hammer's voice is low on the radio. Ghost, I can flank him. Trees on the right. Hold position. Let's see what he wants. Ghost kills his engine. Steps off his bike. Hands visible, open, non-threatening. Easy, friend. Nobody needs to get hurt here. You followed us. The man's voice is high, panicked. You're not cops. Who are you? Just concerned citizens. We saw a child in your van that looked like she needed help. That's my daughter. This is none of your business. Then why'd you run? The man doesn't have an answer for that. His gun hand is shaking worse now. Just leave us alone. This doesn't concern you. Behind him, the van's side door slides open. A woman steps out. 30s, blonde hair, expensive clothes. She looks calm. Too calm. Robert, put the gun down. These are just bikers. They're nobody. Robert. Now they have a name. The woman walks toward Ghost, confident, smiling. I apologize for my husband. We've had some trouble with my ex. He's been trying to take our daughter. When we saw motorcycles following us, we panicked. You understand? She's good. Voice is smooth. Story is plausible. If Ghost didn't know better, he might believe her. But he does know better. Ma'am, I'm going to need to see that child. Absolutely not. This is a family matter. Then wait for the police. They're 2 minutes out. Her smile falters. Just for a second. But Ghost sees it. We're not waiting for anyone. Robert, get back in the van. The girl gave me a signal, Ghost says. Palm up, thumb tucked, fingers closed. You know what that means? The woman's face goes hard. All pretense drops. Robert, shoot him. If this story is touching your heart, please like and subscribe. Robert raises the gun. His hand is still shaking. But from this distance, even a bad shot can kill. Ghost tenses, ready to dive. Then Hammer's bike roars. The big man comes from the trees on the right. His Harley kicks up dirt and rocks as he charges. Robert spins, fires. The shot goes wild. Hammer doesn't stop, doesn't even slow down. 300 pounds of biker on 700 pounds of motorcycle. Robert tries to run. Too late. Hammer's shoulder catches him in the chest. Robert goes flying, lands hard. The gun tumbles into the dirt. The woman screams, runs for the van. Diesel and Cruz are already there, blocking the door. She tries to push past. Cruz, all 180 pounds of him, doesn't move. "Ma'am, I'm going to need you to step away from the vehicle." "You can't do this. This is kidnapping." "We're making a citizen's arrest," Diesel says calmly, "for suspicion of child trafficking. You have the right to remain silent." More bikes arrive. Snake, Razor, Brick, and Jonesy form a perimeter. Professional. Controlled. Like they've done this 100 times. Ghost walks to the van. The side door is open. Inside, it's worse than he imagined. The cargo area has been converted into a cell. No seats, no windows except the one small one in the back door. A thin mattress on the floor. A bucket in the corner. The smell is awful. Urine, sweat, fear. And huddled in the corner, arms wrapped around her knees, is the little girl. She's even smaller than Ghost thought. Maybe 6 years old, wearing a dirty pink dress, no shoes. Her hair is tangled and filthy. And her eyes. God, her eyes. They're the eyes of someone who's given up. Ghost kneels at the door, keeps his voice soft. "Hey there, sweetheart. My name's Ghost. I'm here to help." The girl doesn't move, doesn't speak, just stares. "You were very brave, giving me that signal. That was so smart. You probably saved your own life." Still nothing. Ghost reaches into his vest, pulls out a bottle of water, sets it on the floor of the van. "I bet you're thirsty. It's okay. You're safe now. Those people can't hurt you anymore." The girl's eyes flick to the water, then back to Ghost. Suspicious. Afraid. "The police are coming. They'll take you somewhere safe. Somewhere with food and clean clothes and people who care about you. I promise." "They said nobody would help me." The girl's voice is barely a whisper. "They said nobody cares about trafficked kids." Ghost's jaw tightens. "Well, they lied. We care. All of us care." "Are you a cop?" "No, I'm a biker." "Bikers are bad." "Some are, most aren't. We're just regular people who like to ride, and we really don't like it when somebody hurts kids." The girl considers this. Then, slowly, she reaches for the water, drinks it in 3 long gulps. Her hands are shaking. "What's your name, honey?" "Emma." "That's a beautiful name. How old are you, Emma?" 6. "Where are you from?" "Portland, I think." "I don't remember." Ghost's heart breaks. This child has been in that van so long she doesn't remember her own city. "How long have those people had you?" Emma's face scrunches up, thinking. "The leaves were orange when they took me. From the park." Orange leaves. Fall. It's March now. That's 5 months. 5 months in a cargo van. Sirens wail in the distance, getting closer. "Emma, the police are almost here. They're going to ask you some questions. Can you tell them what happened?" "Will they arrest me?" "What?" "No, honey. Why would they arrest you?" "Robert said I'm a runaway. He said the police put runaways in jail." "Robert is a liar. You're not in trouble. You're a victim. The police are going to help you find your family." "I don't have family. That's why they took me. Robert said foster kids are easy because nobody looks for them." Ghost feels rage building in his chest. White hot. Barely controlled. These people specifically targeted foster children. Chose them because they thought nobody would care. They thought wrong. 3 state police vehicles pull up. Officers jump out. Weapons drawn. "Everyone on the ground, now!" Ghost raises his hands. "Officer, I'm Daniel Morrison. I'm the one who called 911. The suspects are over there." He points to Robert and the woman, now sitting in the dirt, Hammer standing guard over them. Sergeant Caldwell approaches. He's a big man. Gray hair, weathered face, cop's eyes that see everything. Mr. Morrison, you were told not to engage. They ran. The girl was in danger. We made a judgment call. Caldwell looks at the van. At Emma? At the makeshift cell inside. His expression doesn't change, but Ghost sees his jaw clench. You made the right call. Two female officers approach the van. They're gentle with Emma, talking softly, coaxing her out. She comes willingly, clutching the empty water bottle like a lifeline. As they lead her to an ambulance, Emma looks back, finds Ghost. Thank you, she mouths. Ghost nods, throat tight. Caldwell is questioning Robert and the woman now, reading them their rights. Other officers are photographing the van, taking measurements, collecting evidence. One officer approaches Ghost. Young, maybe 25. Sir, I need to take your statement. Ghost tells him everything. The traffic light, the signal, the pursuit, the confrontation. The officer writes it all down. You know what you did was incredibly dangerous, the officer says. They could have killed you. Killed the girl. Yeah, I know. But you probably saved her life, so thanks. Ghost just nods. It takes 2 hours to sort everything out. Statements, photos, vehicle impounds, the works. By the time they're done, the sun is setting. The Iron Cross MC is finally cleared to leave. As Ghost starts his bike, Caldwell approaches. Morrison, got a minute? Sure. Caldwell leans against Ghost's handlebars. We ran the plates on that van. Reported stolen 3 months ago in Seattle. We ran Robert and the woman. Fake names, but their fingerprints popped. Robert Chenoweth and Sarah Marks. Both have priors, kidnapping, possession of child pornography, assault on a minor. They've been working this circuit for 7 years. 7 years? Ghost's stomach turns. How many kids? Based on their arrest records and gaps in their location history, we're estimating at least 20 children they've moved. Maybe more. But they're part of something bigger. Caldwell pulls out his phone, shows Ghost a photo, text messages. We found 3 burner phones in the van, messages going back 18 months, references to merchandise, delivery schedules, buyers, and product quality. They were raiding these kids like they're selling furniture. Ghost wants to put his fist through something. Tell me you can trace these messages. FBI's working on it. The numbers are bouncing through international servers, but we've got leads. One message mentions a warehouse in Eugene. Another talks about the Portland pickup point. We're coordinating with local PD in both cities. What about Emma? What happens to her now? She goes to a safe house tonight. Specialized facility for trafficking victims. Medical evaluation. Trauma counseling. They'll work on identifying her family. We pulled her fingerprints, running them through missing persons databases, foster care records. We'll find out who she is. She said she was taken from a park, October, Portland. Caldwell makes a note. That helps. October in Portland narrows it down. We'll check all missing persons reports from that time frame. If she's in the system, we'll find her file. And if she's not? Caldwell's face is grim. Then we figure out why nobody reported her missing, and we fix that. Ghost nods. Sergeant, my crew is available if you need us. Surveillance, escorts, whatever helps get these kids home. I appreciate that. We might take you up on it. Your club has a good reputation in the community. That matters. We try. Caldwell extends his hand. Most people would have looked away, or convinced themselves they were imagining things. You didn't. You saw a child in danger and you acted. That took guts. That took heart. Thank you. Ghost shakes his hand. We just saw a kid who needed help. You did more than that. You saved her life. And based on what we're finding in these phones, you probably saved a lot more lives too. The next morning, Ghost can't sleep. He keeps seeing Emma's face. Those hollow eyes. That desperate hand signal. He keeps thinking about what Caldwell said. 20 kids, maybe more. 7 years of operation. How many children made that signal and nobody saw? How many pressed their hands against windows and nobody understood? How many gave up hope because nobody came? His phone rings at 6 a.m. Caldwell. Morrison, we found her family. Ghost sits up. Already? Emma Mitchell, 6 years old, taken from Peninsula Park in Portland on October 7th. Reported missing same day. Mother is Karen Mitchell. Father died 3 years ago. Emma was her only child. Karen never stopped looking. Is she coming? She's on her way. Should be here in 2 hours. I thought you'd want to know. I do, thanks. There's something else. The FBI finished preliminary analysis on those burner phones. They've identified 12 other children in active transport. 12 kids currently being moved through the network. They're coordinating raids in 5 states, simultaneous. Tonight at 8 p.m., they want your crew on standby. For what? Backup, security. Some of these kids might need non-threatening faces, somebody who doesn't look like law enforcement. FBI thinks bikers might be less scary to traumatize children than armed agents. Ghost almost laughs. Most people think we're the scary ones. Most people haven't seen what you did yesterday. These kids need protectors. You qualify, yes or no? Yes, we'll be there. At 9 a.m., Ghost is back at the police station. Waiting. He doesn't know why he's here. He doesn't need to be. But something pulls him back. Maybe it's Emma. Maybe it's the need to see this through. A silver Honda pulls into the parking lot. A woman gets out. Late 30s. Brown hair. Red eyes from crying. She runs into the station like her life depends on it. 10 minutes later, Ghost hears screaming. Happy screaming. Crying. He walks to the window, looks into the room where Emma has been staying. The little girl is wrapped around her mother, arms locked, legs locked, face buried in her mother's shoulder. Karen Mitchell is sobbing, holding her daughter, rocking her, whispering things Ghost can't hear. Emma's crying too, but she's smiling, really smiling, for the first time since Ghost saw her. Caldwell appears next to Ghost. Beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. Karen said she'd been driving around Portland every day for 5 months, searching, putting up flyers, organizing search parties. She never gave up. That's what mothers do. Not all of them. Some give up after a week, after a month. They convince themselves their child is gone. But not Karen. She believed Emma was alive. She was right. Through the window, Emma looks up, sees Ghost. She says something to her mother. Karen looks over, makes eye contact with Ghost. She mouths 2 words. Thank you. Ghost nods, throat tight. That evening, the Iron Cross MC assembles at the clubhouse. Full patch members only. 18 bikers total. Ghost explains the situation. The simultaneous raids, the 12 children, the FBI's request for backup. We're not law enforcement, Hammer says. What exactly do they want us to do? Be present, be visible. Show these kids that not all big scary people are dangerous. Some of us are on their side. Count me in, Cruz says immediately. Me too, Diesel adds. One by one, every member volunteers. At 7 p.m., they ride. 2 groups. Ghost's crew heads to Eugene. The warehouse Caldwell mentioned. FBI vehicles are already positioned 2 blocks away. Unmarked vans. SWAT team. The works. Agent Ross briefs them. Intelligence indicates 4 children inside, ages 5 to 12. 2 armed guards. The buyers are supposed to arrive at 9. We're hitting them at 8, before the transaction. What do you need from us? Ghost asks. Stay behind the perimeter. Once we secure the location and neutralize threats, we'll bring you in. The children will be terrified. They've been told that police will hurt them, that nobody can be trusted. Your presence might help. Leather vests are less threatening than tactical gear. Ghost almost laughs again, but he understands the logic. At exactly 8 p.m., the FBI moves. Flashbangs, shouted commands. The warehouse door smashes open. 6 minutes later, Agent Ross waves them in. The warehouse is cold, empty, concrete floor, metal walls. In the back corner, huddled behind a chain-link fence, 4 children sit on bare mattresses. 2 boys, 2 girls, filthy, terrified. The youngest can't be more than 5. Ghost approaches slowly, hands visible, voice gentle. Hey there, my name's Ghost. These are my friends. We're here to help. The bad people are gone now. You're safe." The children don't move. They've heard promises before. They don't believe anymore. Ghost sits down, cross-legged, 10 feet away. "I know you're scared. I know you don't trust us. That's okay. We're not going to rush you. We're just going to sit here. And when you're ready, we'll help you get someplace warm, someplace with food, someplace safe." Hammer sits down next to him. Then Cruz, then Diesel. 4 bikers, just sitting, waiting, not threatening, not demanding. 5 minutes pass. The youngest girl starts crying, soft, heartbreaking sobs. "It's okay to cry," Ghost says. "You've been through something terrible. Crying is normal." "Are you police?" One of the boys, maybe 10 years old. "No, we're bikers. We ride motorcycles. We help kids." "They said bikers hurt people." "Some do, most don't. We protect people, especially kids." The boy studies Ghost, looking for lies, finding none. "They said nobody would come. They said nobody cares about kids like us." "They were wrong. We came, and we care. So do all these agents. So do a lot of people. You're not alone anymore." Slowly, cautiously, the boy stands up, walks toward Ghost, stops 3 feet away. "You promise?" "I promise." The boy takes another step, then another. Then he collapses into Ghost's arms, sobbing, shaking, holding on like Ghost is the only solid thing in the world. One by one, the other children come. They sit with the bikers, accept water bottles and granola bars, let the medics check them over, start believing that maybe, just maybe, they're actually safe. By midnight, all 4 children are in protective custody. Medical treatment, crisis counseling, family notification. The Eugene raid is a success. So are the other 4. 12 children recovered, 18 traffickers arrested. The network is crippled, not destroyed, but crippled. Ghost gets home at 2 a.m. Exhausted. But he can't sleep. He keeps thinking about those 4 kids in the warehouse. The way they looked at him. The way they didn't believe safety was real. How many more kids are out there right now? In vans, in warehouses, in houses that look normal from the outside, making signals nobody sees, losing hope because nobody comes. The thought keeps him awake until dawn. 3 weeks later, Ghost gets a call. Unknown number. He almost doesn't answer. "Hello? Mr. Morrison? This is Agent Catherine Ross, FBI. I'm handling the Emma Mitchell case and the broader trafficking investigation. Do you have time to talk?" Emma Mitchell. That's her full name. He's thought about her every day since that dirt road. "Sure. First, I want to thank you. Your actions on March 14th directly led to the dismantling of a trafficking network operating across 4 states. We've recovered 18 children total now, 6 more since our last conversation. All of them were being transported for sale to buyers overseas and domestically. 18 children. Ghost closes his eyes. They're all safe now? Yes, some are back with their families. Others are in specialized foster care. All of them are receiving trauma counseling and medical treatment. It's a long road ahead, but they're alive, they're safe. That's because you saw a signal and you understood what it meant. What about the network? You said you shut it down? We arrested 23 individuals directly involved in the operation. Transport drivers, coordinators, safe house operators, and 3 buyers who had already put down deposits on children. We've also identified connections to trafficking operations in Canada and Mexico. International warrants are being issued. Ghost sits down. 23 people, all of them stealing and selling children. How long were they operating? At least 12 years that we can prove, possibly longer. The leader, Marcus Webb, has been running this network since 2013. We found records going back that far. Conservative estimate? He's trafficked over 200 children. 200 children. The number hits like a punch. Jesus! I know it's overwhelming, but here's what you need to understand. Your decision to follow that van, your willingness to act, your crew's backup support, all of that created a domino effect. Emma gave us information about locations, routines, and procedures. That led us to the burner phones. The phones led us to other cells. Each arrest led to more information. The network is done, finished, and it started with you seeing a little girl make a hand signal. How's Emma doing? Agent Ross's voice softens. She's doing remarkably well, considering everything she's been through. Her mother, Karen, took a leave from work to focus on Emma's recovery. They're in family therapy together. Emma has nightmares still, anxiety. She doesn't like closed spaces or vans. But she's making progress. She's back in school. She has friends. She's laughing again. That's good to hear. She talks about you often. She calls you the motorcycle man who saw me. She's proud that she gave the signal. Proud that you understood. She wants to thank you in person someday. Would that be okay? Ghost's throat tightens. Yeah, that would be okay. There's something else. We've been analyzing how this rescue happened. The fact that you recognized the hand signal is statistically unusual. Most people have never heard of it. What made you aware? Our club works with victim advocacy groups. We do charity rides for domestic violence shelters, anti-trafficking organizations. They taught us the signals, the warning signs. We thought it was just information, never thought we'd actually use it. That training saved Emma's life, and because of what happened with Emma, we've seen a 300% increase in requests for anti-trafficking training across Oregon. Police departments, school districts, community groups. Everyone wants to learn the signal now. Your story is spreading awareness. That's good. That's really good. Mr. Morrison, I'm going to be direct with you. The FBI is developing a program. Partnership between law enforcement and community organizations. We want to train civilians to recognize trafficking situations, teach the signals, empower people to act. We'd like your motorcycle club to be part of that program, not just in Oregon, nationally. Ghost blinks. Nationally. Motorcycle clubs see things. You're on the roads, at gas stations, rest stops, places where traffickers operate, and you have a presence. Traffickers don't want attention from bikers. Your visibility could be a deterrent. Your training could be the difference between a child being saved or lost. Will you consider it? I need to talk to my club. But yeah, I think we'd consider it. Good. I'll send you information. Contact names, program details. Think about it. Discuss it with your people. We believe this could save lives. After the call ends, Ghost sits in silence, thinking, processing. 23 arrests, 18 children saved, 200 victims over 12 years, a national program. All because Emma pressed her hand against a window and trusted a stranger to understand. He calls an emergency church meeting. Club meetings are called church in MC culture. All the brothers gather at the clubhouse by 6 p.m. Ghost explains everything: the FBI's offer, the national program, the potential impact. This is bigger than charity rides, Hammer says. This is serious commitment. Training, protocols, coordination with law enforcement. I know, Ghost says. But think about it. We're already out there. We already see things. This just gives us tools to act, knowledge to help. Count me in, Cruz says. After seeing those kids in the warehouse, yeah, I'm in. Me too, Diesel adds. This matters. One by one, every member agrees. The Iron Cross MC commits to the FBI program. Over the next 6 months, they undergo training. Learn to recognize trafficking indicators, study communication signals, practice de-escalation techniques, coordinate with local law enforcement. They start teaching too. Community centers, schools, parent groups, showing people the hand signal, explaining what to look for, empowering others to act. The program grows. Other MC clubs join. By the end of the year, there are 50 clubs across 12 states participating. All of them trained, all of them watching, all of them ready to help. Ghost starts carrying cards, simple white cards with the trafficking signal printed on them, instructions on what to do if you see it. He hands them out at gas stations, truck stops, anywhere kids might be transported. Most people thank him. Some think he's paranoid. But a few, a precious few, tell him they've seen things that bothered them, Situations that didn't feel right. Now they know what to do. The twist comes 4 months later. Ghost is at the clubhouse when Caldwell shows up. The sergeant looks tired. Older. Morrison, we need to talk. What's wrong? We arrested the final member of the trafficking ring yesterday. The boss, guy named Marcus Webb. He's been operating this network for 12 years. Hundreds of victims. Maybe thousands. That's good news, right? It is. Except Webb's lawyer approached us with a deal. Webb wants to make a statement. And he specifically requested that you be present. Me? Why? He won't say. But the FBI thinks it's important. Will you come? The interview room at the county jail is small. Concrete walls, metal table. Marcus Webb sits across from Ghost, wearing an orange jumpsuit. He's 60. Gray hair, soft hands, looks like somebody's grandfather. Mr. Morrison, Webb says. His voice is educated, cultured. Nothing like Ghost expected. Thank you for coming. Why am I here? Because you destroyed everything I built, and I wanted to look you in the eye and tell you that you don't matter. Ghost says nothing. Webb leans forward. You think you're a hero? You think you saved 12 children, but you have no idea how big this really is. We have suppliers in 15 countries, buyers in 20 more, networks within networks. The 12 children you recovered? We processed 12 new ones last week. You're going to prison for life. I'm 60 years old. Life in prison is fine, but the network continues. It always continues, because there will always be people willing to pay, and there will always be desperate, disposable children nobody misses. Emma's family missed her. Webb laughs. It's a cold sound. Emma was in foster care. Her 6th placement in 4 years. Do you think anyone was really looking? Do you think the system cared? Ghost feels rage building, but he keeps his voice level. The system failed her, so we stepped up, and we'll keep stepping up. You can't save them all. Maybe not, but we saved her, and that's enough. Webb's smile fades. It won't be. When you're lying awake at night, thinking about all the children you couldn't save, you'll realize the truth. We always win, because society doesn't care enough to stop us. Ghost stands up, looks Webb in the eye. You're wrong. Emma gave me a signal because she believed somebody would help. She had faith even when everything told her not to. And she was right. So yeah, maybe we can't save everyone. But we saved her. And we'll save the next one. And the one after that. Because unlike you, we don't give up on kids. He walks out. Caldwell is waiting in the hall. You okay? Yeah, he's trying to break me. Make me feel like what we did doesn't matter. Does it matter? Ghost thinks about Emma's face. Her whispered, "Thank you." Yeah, it matters. 2 years later. Ghost pulls up to the community center in Bend. It's Saturday morning, early. The parking lot is filling up with motorcycles. 40 bikes, 50, eventually 75. The Iron Cross MC's annual Signal of Hope ride started a year ago, raising money for anti-trafficking organizations, teaching the hand signal, spreading awareness. Every year it gets bigger. Ghost walks inside. The community room is packed. Parents, teachers, social workers, all here to learn, to understand, to be ready if they ever see a child in trouble. He's about to start his presentation when the door opens. A woman walks in. 30s, professional clothes, confident stride. Behind her is a girl, 9 years old now, long brown hair, clean clothes, bright eyes, Emma. Ghost stops breathing. Emma walks straight to him. No fear, no hesitation. She's holding something. A drawing. She hands it to him. It shows a motorcycle, a little girl, and a hand making a signal. At the bottom, in careful letters, heroes don't wear capes, they wear leather. Emma looks up at him. You kept your promise. You said people would care, and they did. Ghost kneels down, eye level. You kept your promise too. You stayed brave. You stayed strong. I'm fostered again. But this family is different. They love me. really love me. I'm so glad, Emma. I'm learning the signal now, teaching it at my school, so other kids know, so they can ask for help if they need it. The woman steps forward. I'm Lisa Mitchell, Emma's foster mother. We're hoping to finalize the adoption next month. She offers her hand. Ghost shakes it. Emma talks about you all the time, the biker who saw her signal, the man who didn't look away. I just did what needed doing. You did more than that. You gave Emma her life back, gave her hope, showed her that good people exist. The presentation starts. Ghost talks about trafficking, about warning signs, about the hand signal, about staying alert, about caring enough to act. Emma sits in the front row, listening, nodding. When Ghost demonstrates the signal, Emma raises her hand too, shows everyone, explains it in her own words. When I was in the van, I thought nobody would help, but I tried anyway, because maybe, just maybe, someone would see, someone would care. And Ghost did. He saw me. He understood. He came for me. She looks at the crowd. 75 bikers in leather, all of them watching this brave little girl. People think bikers are scary, but they're not. They're protectors. They see what others miss. They help when others won't. That's why I wear this now. Emma opens her jacket. Underneath is a miniature leather vest. Black, with patches. One says, Iron Cross MC, honorary member. Another shows the trafficking signal with the words, never invisible. I'm one of them now, a protector. And someday when I'm old enough, I'm going to ride, and I'm going to watch. And if I see a kid making this signal, I'm going to help them, just like Ghost helped me. The room erupts in applause. The bikers stand, clapping, whistling. Some of them are crying. Ghost pulls Emma into a hug. I'm proud of you, kid. I'm proud of you too. 3 years after that first day, the Iron Cross MC has expanded the program. They work with 10 different anti-trafficking organizations now. They've trained 5,000 people to recognize the signal. They've distributed 50,000 flyers. They've helped recover 8 more children. And Emma? Emma's 11 now, fully adopted by the Mitchells. Honor roll student, captain of her soccer team. She still wears the vest, still teaches the signal, still reminds people that awareness saves lives. The original drawing she gave Ghost hangs in the Iron Cross clubhouse. Under it, a plaque reads, She trusted us to see. She trusted us to care. We will never stop watching. Because that's the thing about bikers. People see the leather and the patches and the roaring engines and they think danger, they think trouble, they think stay away. But the Iron Cross MC knows different. They know leather can mean protection, patches can mean brotherhood, engines can mean freedom. And sometimes, when a little girl in danger presses her hand against a van window and makes a signal, bikers are exactly the heroes she needs. Like and subscribe for more stories like this.